and we can -8 and finally call it a day. He's got a time wipe, so we're gonna negate that for fun. Alright, that's the last card of the game. GG's. Thank you for participating. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for taking the time to watch Hello GK. This video is brought to you by MTGA Assistant, the new MTG Arena extension from aetherhub.com. You can download it from mtgaassistant.net. The link is in the description below. We're also bringing to you this video brought to you by the new MTG Arena Creators Hub that was released. This is an absolutely amazing service that we're going to get into this month for you guys. We're playing Grixis Walkers, and the objective of the video or the challenge was to get a Nicol Bolas -8 ultimate ability win, which is -8. Each opponent who doesn't control a legendary creature or planeswalker loses the game. Obviously, he himself is a legendary, so you just want to make sure your opponent has no legendaries on the field, hit his -8, and then that's an automatic win condition. A couple of these challenges are the different automatic win conditions, and those are the ones we're going to get hit first. So be sure to tune in to our Twitch if you'd like to see us struggle with these. We're live every single morning, 6 a.m. PST. You can also jump in our Discord to be notified there so you don't miss out. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at the deck list, talk a little bit about the strategy, and then get into some gameplay footage, and finally come full circle with some closing thoughts. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you find any value in this video. If you do, hit that bell icon so you're notified of my future uploads. And like I said, check our Discord out as well. We have a flourishing community, over 400 people. Direct yourselves immediately to the contest and giveaways tab and familiarize yourself with all of the ways that you can grow your collection off my retirement fund, right? So without any further ado, let's get into today's deck list. The deck starts off with 4 copies of Negate. This is an instant spell, counter target non-creature spell. We have 2 copies of Elderspell, a sorcery spell. Destroy any number of target planeswalkers. Choose a planeswalker you control. Put 2 loyalty counters on it for each planeswalker you destroyed this way. We have 4 copies of Thought Erasure. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. You get to surveil 1, which means looking at the top card of your library, choosing to leave it there or put it into the graveyard. We have a single copy of Murderous Rider. It has Swift End, which is an instant. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. You lose 2 life. The creature is a 2/3 with lifelink. When Murderous Rider dies, put it onto the bottom of its owner's library. We have 2 copies of Mu Yangling Skydancer. This is a planeswalker that comes into the battlefield with 2 loyalty. We have a +2 ability of until your next turn, up to 1 target creature gets -2, -0, and loses flying. We have a -3 ability of create a 4/4 blue elemental bird creature token with flying, and a -8 ability of you get an emblem with islands you control have tap to draw a card. We have 3 copies of Narset, Parter of Veils, another planeswalker coming into the field with 5 loyalty counters, a static ability of each opponent can't draw more than 1 card each turn. I still forget about this ability to this very moment. -2, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a non-creature, non-land card from among them, put it into your hand, and then put the rest of those on the bottom of your library in a random order. 2 copies of Davriel, Rogue Shadow Mage, a planeswalker coming in with 3 loyalty, a static ability of at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, if that player has 1 or fewer cards in hand, Davriel deals 2 damage to them, an ability of -1 to discard a card from an opponent's hand. 2 Cry of the Carnariums, -2/-2 to all creatures. If they die this turn, they're exiled instead. 2 copies of Casmania, Enigmatic Mentor, our first 4-drop. She has a static ability of spells your opponent casts that target creatures or planeswalkers you control cost 2 more to cast. A -2 ability of create a 2/2 blue wizard creature token, draw a card, then discard a card, and she's coming into the battlefield with 5 loyalty. We have 2 copies of Ritual of Soot. Destroy all creatures with converted mana cost 3 or less. 2 copies of Ashiok, Nightmare's Muse, another planeswalker coming into the battlefield with 5 loyalty this time. A +1 ability of create a 2/3 blue and black Nightmare creature token with whenever this creature attacks or blocks, each opponent exiles the top 2 cards of their library. A -3 ability of return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, then that player exiles a card from their hand. -7, you may cast up to 3 face-up exiled cards from your opponent's exile pile without paying their mana cost. And 4 copies of Nicol Bolas, the Dragon God, what it's all focused around. This is a 4 loyalty counter token planeswalker. He has a static ability of he has all loyalty abilities of all other planeswalkers on the battlefield. A +1 ability of you draw a card, each opponent exiles a card from their hand or a permanent they control -3 destroy target creature or planeswalker, and -8 each opponent who doesn't control a legendary creature or planeswalker loses the game. 2 copies of Command the Dreadhorde are first 6-drop. Choose any number of target creatures or planeswalker cards in graveyards. Command the Dreadhorde deals damage to you equal to the converted mana cost of all those cards. Then put those cards into the battlefield under your control. We also have a single copy of Chandra Awakened Inferno. 6 loyalty. Static ability of this spell can't be countered. +2. Each opponent gets an emblem at the beginning of their upkeep. This emblem deals 1 damage to you. -3. Chandra Awakened Inferno deals 3 damage to each non-elemental creature. And -X. Chandra deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker. If a permanent is dealt damage this way, it would die. Exile it instead. We have 3 Temples of Deceit, 4 Watery Graves, 4 Steam Vents, 4 Temple of Epiphany, 4 Blood Crypts, 4 Temple of Malice, 4 Interplanar Beacons, you guys. Interplanar Beacon, whenever you cast a planeswalker spell, you gain 1 life. And you can pay 1, tap it, add 2 mana of any colors, spend it only to cast a planeswalker. So that's really nice for getting your Bolas on the field as well. So that's the deck list. Let's break down the strategy. The general strategy to this deck is very similar to our Esper Walker's deck. However, it has a Command the Dreadhorde incorporated for that extra final push when you need it if they do happen to deal with all of your oppressive planeswalkers. So Negate is to counter non-creature spells. Ritual of Soot, Cry of the Carnarium is to wipe the field of creature spells. Murderous Rider is saved for anything that does not fall into the 2 categories of dying to a -2 or being 3 mana conversion or lower. So this gets hit with our big baddies, like say he's got a Questing Beast. We're going to need to Murderous Ride that as soon as possible, right? Thought Erasure gets in his hand early, and Surveil 1 allows us to take planeswalkers from our deck and put them directly into our graveyard, so we can pull them out later with Command the Dreadhorde rather than paying their mana cost. So that's really cool there. Again, flood the field with your planeswalkers, right? We just want to get our field filled with planeswalkers. Just try to put all those passive abilities on your opponent and stress him out that way. Clean up the field like we mentioned. Get your Bolas out, plus your Bolas if you can. If not, we have lots of planeswalkers on the field. You should be able to use your Elderspell, kill your other planeswalkers to plus your Bolas up, and then use his minus ability to kill your opponent immediately. Again, if he deals with this, we can use Command the Dreadhorde just to bring it all back, which is really nice. We have Interplanar Beacon, which is going to allow us to gain a whole bunch of life throughout the match because we are planeswalker based. We're going to be gaining up to 4 life a turn once we have all those on the field, which is going to help mitigate the damage our opponent's done to us while we're searching for a Cry of the Carnarium or a Ritual of Soot. And then we can use our Command the Dreadhorde without killing ourselves for a successful pick of planeswalkers from the graveyard. So again, the deck strategy is not too complicated. We can get into the specific plays because every planeswalker does a different thing, is going to deal with different things accordingly. But the general idea, without making it too complicated, is get all of your low-cost planeswalkers out. Find Nicol Bolas, find your Elderspell, Elderspell your planeswalkers onto your Bolas, and then minus your Bolas to win the game. If he deals with that, use Command the Dreadhorde to bring all of your planeswalkers back, and then you do that again. Right, so that is the deck strategy. A couple closing thoughts before we go, you guys. Okay, before we get into today's gameplay footage, quick reminders that we are live on Twitch every single morning, 6 a.m. PST. I would really enjoy your company. You can also jump in the Discord for all of the latest and greatest information around the Hello Good Game page and brand. When you do join, check out the competitions and giveaways tab. That's where it's all going on. And then introduce yourself to the community. It's a really friendly bunch of people who are just looking to have fun, play Magic, and make friends. So again, thanks for watching, you guys. If you find anyone who you think might enjoy this community, be sure to send them a message about it as well, because the more the merrier. We are introducing an artisan tournament. So this is 0 rares, 0 mythics for everybody to play in. A really nice, fair, even playing field for experts and beginners alike. So stay tuned for that announcement. Without further ado, let's get into today's footage. Thanks for watching, take care, and we'll see you later. I like the hand, we're going to keep it. Our main goal here is -8 on Nicol Bolas. We do have an Elderspell to get it done. So we're just going to try to get him on the field, control the field from aggro decks, protect him from any spot removal, and then dig throughout our deck for our Elderspell and other planeswalkers, just so we can get to -8 faster than 4 turns. you know, that would be nice. Right now, we're just looking for lands. Cry of the Carnarium is live. Ritual Suit will be live soon. There is our Elderspell, so just looking for other planeswalkers. A little expensive on Ashiok there. We'll leave that to the bottom for now. We're paying life in case we need to negate a Teferi or something, right? Yeah. Get out of there. Straight chilling. Unfortunately, it looks as if our opponent's playing control. We have 3 dead cards in our hand, if that's the case. Yeah. Another negate. I actually don't mind. Ouch. Alright, Dream Trawler coming at us. Hey, we got our land. Scrying. Scrying. I don't know how we're drawing all this removal. That's crazy stuff, you guys. Just straight chilling. Shepherd of the Flock, that's fine. Gives us something to kill at least, right? Another land, I quite enjoy that. Let's just eat them both here. Kind of looking for our other planeswalkers before we put Bolas on the field. Two Teferis dealt with. Alright, guys. 2 Bolases. That means we can sack the first. Let's start plussing him.
Will resonate throughout the multiverse.
That's the Mats goes. Interesting. So Jeskai enchantments. Vanishing Light on our Bolas.
At the time, planeswalker.
Let's just try that again. I'm sure he has more. But again, we have 4 Bolases.
Multiverse will bend to my will.
Just having him exile is probably the best while simultaneously drawing.
I outsmarted you eons ago.
Worth the Maltese, that's okay. Ah, another Banishing Light. What a guy. So this is an enchantment. Narset will find us something.
Past, present, and future are bound by threads. Hone your prowess.
Let's get that last card out of his hand. Well, that's match 1, you guys. Let's see if we can get -8 in match number 2. We go first. We have the Scry. We're really going to need to hit these land drops consecutively if it's going to work. But we have a Narset potentially, so I really like that. Temple Malice into another land, which is what we want. And that's going to lead us into a turn 3 Narset, which I like. More land, okay, yeah. Tossing our Bolas to the bottom. Team Air doesn't have too much removal. Hopefully we don't get countered here. He's not dropped anything, so I just have to assume it's Team Air Flash. Right, Thassa's Intervention. Alright, alright. Good move, good move. Let's try our best here. He's definitely going to hold up more counters. Let's try to play our Mu Yanglin now. Do some sky dancing. I guess pulling out all his counters before our Bolas is acceptable. We do hit, and we do go up by 2 here, so that's nice. That's going to be good tempo, and hopefully we can get a draw engine out of this. Submitting 0, there's no targets or creatures to target.
Quell your temper.
He could bounce it with a Brazen Borrower at some point. That could be less than ideal, I suppose. Or even do it right here. Why not, right? Go and make that play. Let's just do it again. Right, we're going to 4. He comes out with the Borrower, attacks with 3, stays at 1. We wipe the Borrower, and at which point keep clicking up our Mu Yangling Skydancer to her minus ability, which will allow us to tap all of our islands to draw a card. Love it.
Challenge a raging river.
Even if we only have a few islands, it doesn't have to be all of them. Just getting two draws or 3 draws per turn is absolutely disgusting. That is very powerful. Trying to avoid a stomp here, I guess. Brazen Borrower hit with a stomp combo. But again, then he's playing all his creatures and we can just deal with that. We're grounding his Borrower. Even though we're just going to wipe it, hopefully. We did target it, yeah. The internet is just a little bit slow today. Big shout out to everybody who's live on stream with us today. This is going to be used as YouTube footage. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to pay 2 life here. go, and let's try to cry. Just clean up this creature. I mean, hitting our Yangling for 3 sucks, and hopefully he doesn't have another borrower he can just play. Just trying to control the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, Yangling's gonna die now. Is what it is. She did save our health points for a couple turns, so it could definitely be worse. A land. That's okay. The Negate's pretty cool. Let's just cry out again. Passing our turn, holding up a Negate. I probably don't want to use it though. Depending, we'll see. Throw Spiral, no. Very good card, but not worth countering. Wilderness Reclamation is definitely worth countering. Let's be honest, you guys, that card is broken. It breaks the game in so many different ways. So we get the Negate there. Let's play our own big boy. Plus our planeswalkers.
One again.
Da, 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 da. He's got a discard. We get to draw. If he casts anything, he loses his other card because the stack's already been initiated. But even though he bounces this, he still now has to discard this card. And it was a Storm's Wrath. The thing I would have kept.
Witness a mote of my power.
We get the Scry here, looking for more planeswalkers. I think we're all set on land, and especially Scry land at this point. Toss that to the bottom since we have the choice. We have plenty of removal. We did pull a Narset, which is nice. The Uro is actually, well, pretty darn good, let's be honest. Play that. Which also does an Uro, at least. He's got nothing left in his graveyard. And then we can hold up the Mystical Dispute on his borrower. We have to auto tap. Black. Black. And now it leaves the 1 blue up for us. Because it wanted to tap our Watery Grave. And then that wouldn't have allowed us to cast our Mystical Dispute. And it does that because normally we can't cast our Mystical Dispute here because it costs 3. But if he plays a borrower, he plays an Uro, anything with blue, we can go ahead and wrap that up right there, right? Oh, actually, he can pay 3 for that. I don't know why I just did that. We all make mistakes, you guys. Don't even worry about it. Gosh dang, that's annoying. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be 7. We only need 6. Enters tapped. Bedevil is instant speed. We're going to play Narset, and then Bedevil is attacker when it strikes. I guess, right? Basically just wasted our Mystical Dispute.
If you wish to surrender now,
Still feeling bad about that. Remember, if you're not failing, you're not learning.
meditate and prepare.
Ritual of Soot, Bedevil. Let's take Bedevil. It is instant speed, which is going to get the slight nod from this guy, right? Now, We can pass our turn. Our opponent can play. We have to keep him on the line before he concedes. Right? It's hard. You almost win the game before Bolas even hits the field. Let's strike the borrower out. Avi. If our internet will support it. What a day, you guys. Make sure to support your favorite content creator so he can eventually, maybe one day, upgrade his poor internet, you guys. Looking for an Elderspell and other planeswalkers. Let's take a look for one of them here.
Keep an open mind.
We'll take the Negate. We do have Bolas plus the Negate here. Our opponent's got 2 in the grave. One of them is Earl. See, people are never going to let us get to -8. Alright, you guys. Let's keep it. Hopefully we can just use some counter magic off the start. Some general disruption. At which point we can activate our Nicol Bolas, have him countered, and then command the Dread Horde. Mono white scares the heck out of me. Let's pay life for it. We need to continue to draw land. There, it's not bad, I'll admit. I'll allow it. Right? Mountains here. Perfect. A scry as well. Loving it. I like the idea of more land. I also like the idea of getting some sweepers because it is mono white, it appears. Right? The Wanderer. Prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to you and other permanents you control. Exile target creature with power 4 or greater. I'm not doing non-combat damage, right? And I do want to Elderspell that. I don't have creatures. I'm gonna let it hit. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5. Activates our Bolas. I say heck, why not? Let's try to get out there, right? He destroys it. We have commanded Dread Horde. Still 16 life.
Once again.
Let's go up in the air. For the draw and the discard, we get a Chandra. If we pull a land next turn, we're laughing. And again, Bolas is just so oppressive, even with his +1 ability. You're never going to get to -8 on someone without them. Just conceding.
Wipe your bloodline from existence.
Ooh, Lotus Field. I kind of like that play. Honestly. Let's force him into another. Nice. Still getting the draw. Still getting the exile or the discard from his hand. So intrinsically, even if he does remove it, that's a 1-for-1. Plus, he removes and we draw. So it's more like a 2-for-1 or a 3-for-1 even. Moving the Infallible is pretty cool. He's gonna minus on our dude there, which is fine, because we're gonna minus on him. Or we could even just do that. Let's take a scry off the start, see what we're looking at later. A Bedevil against plenty of planeswalkers, I don't mind. It's not an Elderspell though. Right? That's the thing, it's not an Elderspell. Let's smash Ugin in the mouth. We hold up a Negate or a Quench, depending. We have to keep in mind that Lotus Field taps for 3 mana. Another Castle Ardendale for chip damage. Let's look for an Elderspell. Maybe pull out his last Vanishing Light.
I have practiced against many foes like you. You could use some time to meditate and prepare.
Yangling is okay. I actually don't mind that. That's our turn. He's gonna make these 1/1s, that's fine. Elspeth Conquers Death is so good, you guys. Not even funny. We have to negate that. Still has 2 mana available. It's to strike for 1. And that's game, you guys. Like, getting this -8 is going to be impossible. Okay, you guys. We've made deck edits. Deck edits? Deck edits. And Interplanetary Beacon, or Interplanar Beacon, I should say, is gonna really help us out. It fixes Bolas's crazy mana requirements, and it's gonna gain us life for when we need to command the Dreadhorde. We don't need 2 copies, of course. The second can go to the bottom. Omen of the Sea, whatever, bruv. Yarp. We do need some land. This is good. Still looking for more land. So, I think we're in a good position here. Scry 2 to the top, they must be nice cards. Swag Lord, coming in hard with the Dimir control. We're just gonna kick it old school, take it slow. Elderspell is a requirement for us, right? So we're gonna hold our Elderspell, hold our Command the Dreadhorde, and then just start playing. We're gonna lose our Command the Dreadhorde and our other copies on the bottom. God dang it. Please don't take Command the Dreadhorde. He's doing it. If he doesn't take Dreadhorde, he's got a lot of fire to deal with next turn. So he's debating on that. Yeah, I guess. Is this as far as this match gets? Takes our Bolas. Interesting. Tosses his Narset. We gain our Elderspell. Let's play our Kesmania. We gain 1 life. And it's a good planeswalker to draw a counter out with, right? If he does have a counter spell, he's going to want to use it. And then again, it's not as powerful as an Ashiok, so it's kind of making that decision-making process harder for our opponent. He does counter it. We need to avoid another Thought Erasure, right? We really don't want to lose our Command the Dreadhorde now. We also don't want to lose our Graveyard. He could easily exile that with a couple different things. So another Thought Erasure. He takes an Ashiok. Throws another Narset in his. Okay, so this is great. If we can get around a quench here. Oh, we do.
God, once again.
Drawing a card, having our opponent discard a card. It's actually an exile as well. Cry is gone. And we get a land for the Scry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all we need. But we do need 2 extra for the Elderspell. So let's keep that there. Tyrant Scorn.
My intellect is without limit.
I want to do it. But I'm sure he's got the counter. Let's try to have him tap his mana before we do it. We're close, you guys. Land. The auto erasure should stay. Oh, they always just concede. Rip. Alright, you guys. Let's see if we can finally get it. Command the Dreadhoard's cool, and 2 Thought Erasures are also cool because we can surveil planeswalkers into our graveyard. So let's start out with a nice Scry. Ooh, I really like the beacons. Those are worth keeping. Right, it gives us a little bit of longevity. Let's get these Thought Erasures in here. Wow. So we have nothing for this, right? Cavalier is brutal. Uro is also pretty disgusting. Let's get Uro out of there. Land can stay. Let's put that in the grave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll be 6. So let's start putting the land in the grave. Comes in tapped. Opponents go. No planeswalkers yet. Ouch. Here's an Aether Gust. Red or green, which we have none of. Taking the Scry here. Land to the bottom. Pulling up the Negate. We don't want Casualties of War to hit. He's a little behind in land, but luckily we did get Uro out of the way to limit the ramp. We gotta let this go through. Keep our Negate for something of higher priority. Because if we negate the Growth Spiral, the Casualties of War is still going to hit later anyways. Right? We'd just be pushing back the inevitable. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's ready to lay it down. That's going to tap his land as well. Gaining 2 life with Bolas here. Let's have him discard. We draw a mortal land, you guys. Crazy.
You have no weakness I cannot exploit.
So, Aether Gust actually screws our Bolas. I forgot Bolas had red in it. So we need to somehow deal with the Aether Gust in his hand. We got plenty of Scry happening here. Let's leave Bolas at the top. And let's try to just keep flexing our draw engine. Right, Bolas to the graveyard's not the worst. We do have our command.
My schemes are never ending.
Let's leave it and turn. Little did I know off the start that Aether Gust is actually saving him. Yeah, not good. This guy. Alright, let's just continue. Whatever. Mulan can stay there. We should have played our Temple of Deceit so we could command. I didn't realize that that wasn't an option. Let's just keep crushing his hand. Ooh. Cavalier to the exile pile. Must be some good cards. Probably more Aether Gust, lol. A Hydroid Crisis, love it. It's a big bird, baby. We need to limit the damage he can do. Cry's no good. Push Bolas up. Alright, 3 Boluses, that's nice. Tosses to the land. We go Skydancer. Gaining the life, which is really helping us towards our commanded Red Horde. Plusing 2 on the Grixis, which actually lands it. Takes its strength down to 3. And I'm gonna be crazy, gain some more life here. Right, pushing our old dancer to the grave, keeping the new one, and pushing his Crisis down even further. Right? If we can draw Command the Dread Horde, we will win. But again, we need this Uro off the field. It is a legendary. So that's going to be our holdup, is dealing with this Uro. I guess we could always -3 on it, play our new one. Oh, it's gonna be weird. He's got 9 in his graveyard, so it's gonna be quite the thing. We need a Narset to shut down that encounter. Thank you. We could command right from him and then try to draw. That's probably best. Right, while we have all this life. Yeah. Let's do this first. Let's take his Nissa for sure. And then his 2 Uros. Can we take away from him? Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9, 10, 11 damage here. Alright. Let's take 11 damage. Grab those planeswalkers. The Uros should gain us life here, though, as well. Right? That's gonna be really nice. We play the land, Scry. We should put this to bottom and look for more land, but I do like the Narset in case he has another Crisis. Ooh, and we can play that this turn. That's great. That's so good.
I have practiced against many.
We are in a weird position, though. Let's go in with Narset first.
Hone your prowess.
Man, we need... our Elderspell.
Behold, nature's true power.
Let's land his Crisis.
Learn some respect.
Should we just look for it? Yes. We do get it. Alright, you guys, we're pretty set up here. We have our Elderspell, we have a Negate, and we have a backup Bolas. So to do all of this, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have it perfectly with 10 on the field. So even if he has a counterspell, we're good to roll out here. Yeah, we block his Uro. I guess it doesn't even matter. He can kill our Bolos. I think. I'm pretty sure, yeah. We're okay. Because we can play our new Bolos, right? And incorporate that into our 9. Not drawing any cards, and he's gonna basically kill it anyways. Right, let's keep him alive just so we can flex that +1 ability one more time. A second Elderspell. And I think we get 2 loyalty counters, so it's 2, 4, 6. Right, so we could not quite do it. But let's grab a nice little plus here. Draw that land, he discards.
My intellect is without limit.
Let's play our new Bolos on top of old Bolos. Right, gain that life. Keeping the new one.
I am one again.
Using our other planeswalker abilities. Untapping Swamp.
The land shall conquer you.
Taking a search, why not? We already have what we need. Let's make our bird before we go. And then we want to Elderspell our 3 planeswalkers. He does have... Okay, so cancel this. Let's reread this ability. Each opponent who doesn't control a legendary creature or planeswalker loses the game. So we need to get rid of Polkranos and Uro first. So this is a weird situation we've worked ourselves into that I didn't realize. Let's gain a life. Maybe we'll find another Command the Dreadhorde.
My instruction. My students are loyal and
Well, I guess we'll discard the land, probably, right? Let's keep eating his hand out. Drawing cards, that's the best way to use our Bolos. It's becoming quite the challenge. Shout out to Zenith for playing the match with us to the very end of the game. We need to deal with these escape cards. They're very hard to deal with for me. No attacks. Literally, we have no way to kill this Polkranos. This is silly. Alright, we need to keep these planeswalkers alive for our Elderspell, LOL. Right. Yeah, it feels bad, but unfortunately, that's what we have to do. Oh, I didn't realize Cavalier. We should keep our Narset though. That's more important. Let's take Polkranos out.
Your existence is pointless.
7th land is Grixis.
Bow to the howling winds.
I'm at a loss, you guys. Thought Rager. Get rid of his Nissa. Murder Shrider can stay, deals with his Uro. Let's try to activate a Nissa, I guess, somehow. We don't want to lose any more swamps.
Rise, my elemental friend.
It'll be interesting to see what he does here. Again, we need to eliminate all of his legendary creatures and planeswalkers. Yeah, like, just negate this, whatever. Pretty lucky that we have that. Hopefully he just tries to attack our person and not our planeswalkers. I'd really like it if he attacked us. Okay, it looks like he's changed his mind. Never mind. Just changing his mind as to which planeswalkers he's attacking. Alright. So no attacks. We're losing. Our Nissa. Or Narset, sorry. What a life. Well, we finally remove his Uro, but he's destroyed all of our planeswalkers, so our Elderspell basically does nothing. Cry.
You have no weakness I cannot exploit.
The life gain really helps us here. He's got no cards to discard. We do need a blocker.
The land fights for us.
We could go up to 4. He's got nothing to discard at the beginning of your upkeep if that player has no, so we just need to pass here. I guess we had a free attack. Loving it. Ending our turn.
Loneliness can hurt.
Yarp. Alright, we're losing our Narset. Or sorry, our Nissa. I cannot even keep these names straight. No blocks. Comes out with 4. Alright guys, that's it for the stream today. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm fully triggered. Alright you guys, my apologies for last match. I've taken a break. I've had a little bit of a nap, a little bit of a snack. And I've definitely collected my thoughts and focused myself. We're gonna do Bolas's -8. It shouldn't be that hard. We've got it. It's a nice deck we've built. Let's just prioritize getting a couple swaps out, a couple beacons, right? So that land is filled for our Bolas. We have a Thought Eraser, we have a Davriel, which is gonna come in useful. Right? We're just taking it nice and slow for now. Hopefully no Teferi, but again, we've had worse things happen to us than a Teferi. On turn 3, ooh, we get pretty lucky. Right, he's got the tapped land. Leaves it on top. Let's go ahead and check his hand out before we start playing. I guess he could Dovin's Veto this. That would be a reasonable play, I suppose. Ooh. Like, Narset's really good. We should probably deal with that right out of the gate. To the graveyard. Our land can go to the graveyard as well. We're sitting on 5 land. Let's bring this in tapped. And we are full speed from here on out. Omen in the house. Alright. An elite guard mage. We're gonna gain some life, draw a card. Pretty cool play. Let's continue our descent. Not playing our tap land here. We wanna go for the life gain.
Shadows. Much
And
easier on my skin.
let's just have our opponent discard a card.
The thought.
Even if it's a land, that's pretty cool. He chooses not to discard the land, and Ashiok goes to the graveyard. That's really good for our command, the Dread Horde. Narset Harder fails. Taking the search.
With thoughtfulness before action.
Grabs a Teferi. The thing about this is Atris kind of screws us in many ways. We do have Cry of the Carnarium that deals with that, which is good, I suppose. Taking Scry. We'd really like to hold up a Negate here. And we absolutely can. Let's gain 2 life. We don't want to carry. That makes us say it.
But I have just the trick for this.
Command the Dread Horde looks pretty hot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Watery Grave is 6. We have a Davriel in graveyard, an Ashiok,
and prepare.
And a Narset in grave on the opposing side. Really looking for an Elderspell, which we do not have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He could get this Liliana on the field. He goes for it. Wow. It's a good thing they have this Negate. Barry's gonna hit next turn, but by golly, he does not like the looks of our commanded Dread Horde next turn, I bet.
Just wait a moment.
Oof. It would be cool to get Bolas out. And I think we just might do that. Gain some life. Keep me command Dread Horde. Hopefully.
The multiverse will bend to my will.
Just hopefully. He doesn't have anything to get into our hand to have us discard. That would hurt. Thought Erasers would make us cry at this point. We really want to grab this command the Dread Horde. It's a juicy one. Nightmare Muse in the house. We could X out our Watery Grave.
My domain.
That would be okay.
Planeswalker. The shadows
Goes for the plus instead.
awaken.
guess we may as well do some shenanigans here. Let's just go for it. Let's take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 damage. 16, 17, 18 damage. That's pretty heavy. We're gonna gain 3 back though. Don't draw, but we do get some cool planeswalkers. Let's bounce his token here. Token doesn't go to his hand, he still has to discard, which is pretty groovy.
I will be sated.
Now discard again.
A mind is a terrific thing to waste.
One zombie token coming up, and a land.
Like a fun new toy.
That's our turn. 2 damage, wow. 10 turns later.
Loneliness.
Our opponent does have us down to 8, and he has an Ashiok on field. We do have Exodius assembled in the lower right, and we see his ultimate. We will not be able to execute Teferi's ultimate with legendaries on the board. We're really going to need to deal with that. Bounces the Guard Mage back to his hand. Doesn't get the draw because of our Narset, but does get his Guard Mage back. He's going to gain 3 life here, also on the draw. But he gets control of his own creature, which is the important part. It has a flyer, it can chip down our planeswalkers quite easily, I believe. Let's toss out our mentor.
I'm brilliant.
Take the minus.
My students are
Ooh.
loyal geniuses.
That's on us, you guys. I forgot about his Narset. Yeah, no attacks. Woof. That's on me.
Rise.
He does have 1 card in his hand. Let's have him exile it. We again don't get the draw because Narset feels pretty bad.
You have
Oh, and he
no
goes from
weakness I cannot exploit.
the field instead.
Hey,
We get into
don't
hand with our
think you'll be
Gabriel.
needing that.
What's a Thought Erasure? We can ground his Guard Mage.
Even a typhoon becomes the single rainbow.
That's at least something.
Do not challenge a raging
And
river.
Ashiok can make another dude.
Ugh, what a whiner.
At least Planeswalker's on deck. Still no -8 on our Bolas. We really have to deal with these opposing Planeswalkers. We need an Elderspell, baby. We have it. And does that remind anyone else of Harry Potter? The Elderspell? It immediately takes me to Harry Potter. Every single time I hear it.
Might be a bad idea.
That's not it. It does help, though. Okay, so weird situation. Let's look for an Elderspell.
You're all
We get a
so
cry.
generous.
Not what we wanted. Let's have each perk sack 2, and we get to draw this way,
To
right?
shambles.
We get 2 more cards.
Waste not, want
Oh, and
not.
we actually don't draw because of Narset again. Oh my god, you guys. I'm losing my mind. We've still got him, though. He's being a good sport. He's hanging in here. He sees how many mistakes we're making. And he decides that he can go along for the ride. He just got enough to lose my mind. Okay.
They were
Finally,
lazy servants.
we get to draw a card. We do have our Elderspell, but we've already plus our creature, which is incredible. Finish this off.
We are the future.
Let's discard our Cry. We have our Ashiok on deck. Let's plus here. Elderspell his creatures. Let's shut down this dude. Points, why not? Gabriel can stay there, and by golly, next turn we've got him, you guys. We have a Negate if he tries anything.
Struggling? Good.
And this has taken us so many tries. An exhausting experience. I'm glad we got it. We're actually going to get 20 codes to give to you guys as our community. Stay tuned to our Twitch channel. We're live at 6 a.m. every single day, PST. If you want to jump in there. You can also join our Discord because you're going to get those notifications there as well. And you're also going to be first on the grapevine to hear about all of our contests and giveaways, tournaments, competitions. We have a ton of stuff going on. So don't hold back. Make sure to jump in our Discord and say hello. I'd love to meet you guys. Let's just do it. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 8. He'll go to 9. Submit 4. We target our Bolas. We have a Negate in case he has any funny business. Let's power him up to 9. He's got no legendaries on the field thanks to our Elderspell. And we can -8. And finally call it a day. He's got a time wipe, so we're going to negate that for fun. Alright, that's the last card of the game. GG's. Thank you for participating and allowing me to do that. So, like I said, you guys, we're live every single morning, 6 a.m. PST on Twitch, and most importantly, join the Discord because I'm going to be spamming all of the important information there all of the time. Come say hello. We'd love to meet you. Thanks for watching. I'm Hello Good Game, and again, same time, same place tomorrow. Make sure to have a great day, and we'll see you later. If you liked today's video, be sure to check out some of our other content. We built playlists for our guides for beginners, and then we also have our greatest hits, which is a collection of our most popular videos. You can also subscribe if you're interested in winning up to 500,000 gems. So do that, tap that like button, send this out to a friend who you think might be interested in it as well, and have a great day.